Welcome everybody to Sharp Bets Fantasy Cest 2025 season, the fourth installment of this series, right, Tim? Or is it 4 or 5 years? I don't even remember, sir. I know we were gone for 1 or 2 years, but it is what it is. 6 months later, after the Super Bowl, the Eagles defeat the Chiefs. We are back. We're all losers. Nobody won again. Teams, no Super Bowl is what it is. Nas and Tim, the AFC's biggest losers last year, I believe. Same old, same old.
Hey,
Like
Scott.
another heartbreaker with the Buffalo Bills. It's the ref's fault. And we start the show, the season, week 1, before we get to the picks. There's not much to talk about until literally 2 hours ago when Micah Parsons was traded to the Green Bay Packers for 2 first-round picks and Kenny Pickens. And I'm going to start here because I'm a Cowboy fan. I think I'm one of the few people, and I think, Tim, you're the only logical person on this show who agrees with me. Sorry, I love you, but you hate the Cowboys. Mike, you're hyperbole 100%. And Nas, you just hate Jerry Jones and the Cowboys as well. So I think Tim's the only level-headed one here. So I think Tim's gonna agree with me on this, right? Maybe, sir. I'm probably one of the few Cowboys fans who actually has faith in Jerry Jones, and I personally think he knows what he's doing most of the time. I think that it's a lazy argument that he's the problem with the Dallas Cowboys. I think it's just it's been thrown out there since he fired Jimmy Johnson, and it's just been the narrative for 30 years. However, they draft well. He barely gets fleeced on trades. I mean, you could probably name some. He doesn't really sign free agents. It's all draft picks that he usually resigns. This team's been competitive for 22 years. Whether or not they win a Super Bowl, it's not easy to do. I mean, the Bills haven't been there since 93. So, the Cowboys haven't been there since 95. It is what it is. And he's built teams to where people say the Dallas Cowboys choke. Could you all agree on that, Mike? The Cowboys choke, right? Mike, I can't hear you. Are you muted?
Yes.
So the Dallas Cowboys choke.
Yes.
So by choking, you're telling me that he builds teams every year as the GM that are capable and have expectations for the Super Bowls. So if he's a bad GM and it's his fault, how does a team choke every year? That's what I want to know. Same going on. He's had Tony Romo, Dak Prescott. He drafted Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, Sean Lee, DeMarcus Ware. These guys are all solid players. They're never not in the conversation of a playoff spot unless their quarterback gets hurt. And even though Micah Parsons is a Hall of Fame player, I have to actually have faith in he knows what he's doing here, and he can flip those draft picks into something, which he tends to do. Now, you could point out 1 or 2 bad draft picks, but I could give you 10 good ones for every bad one. I mean, Taco Charlton over TJ Watt, awful, right? But you get Dak in the 4th round. You know, you get Trayvon Diggs in the 2nd round. You get fucking I'm spitballing here, but Michael Gallup 3rd round. Jesus, these are solid people. CeeDee Lamb he's responsible for. He built the offensive line in front of Romo until Dak. Travis Frederick, who we all criticized when he drafted that. A center from Wisconsin. Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, he picked over Johnny Manziel. Who else? Tyron Smith. So I don't want to hear it. Jake Ferguson. These guys who just fill in. These team is competitive all the time, so I don't care. And he offered Micah Parsons barely a $200 million contract, I'm reading, and then the agent got involved. Jerry Jones works on a loyalty system, and the past players, you hear them speak highly of him. He will fight for you to the death. Whether it's Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, all these guys. And he believes in loyalty. If he shakes your hand, it's a handshake agreement, old school. If you get your agent involved and they try to steamroll you, I agree with him on this. I think it's time. All right, you got a haul. It sucks it's the Packers because they own you anyway, but this also prevents him from signing with the Eagles in free agency. So you got him out of the fucking division. And Micah Parsons was on this defense last year that led up 47 points to the Lions, 41 points to the Eagles, 34 points to the Eagles. There are times he disappears. Not one player changes the entire defense, and you can't pay a guy like that. Now you could distribute the money to keep Deron Bland, to keep Tyler Smith, and keep that offense line intact. That's my take on it. I want to go to Tim first, because I think he'll be the only one who agrees with me. Tim, how do you feel? What do you think?
I will say you make some very valid points
That's it. We can stop the episode. We're good.
It's just very, very difficult to know that your team had a player of that caliber and you let him go for only, I say only, right? Because 2 first-round picks of that value aren't really thrown around very often. But, other players have gone for 3 first-round picks, albeit those general managers are probably not holding their position in that role anymore because of how bad those trades ended up. But it's really hard for me to not say why couldn't you just pay him. I don't know the behind the scenes with the GM and with Jerry Jones and the agent, because something has to be wrong where they have an agreement in place and then it goes to the was there something in the language of the contract that the agent's like, we're not fucking agreeing to that. We don't know that.
Here's my thing. He'll take care of his player. Let's be honest. Let's not forget. Dak was up for a contract here and broke his ankle. Jerry Jones could have held his feet to the fire and been like, well, you're coming off an ankle injury. I'm not signing you. He gave him the max contract. This guy's a loyal guy. Like, he loves his players. He loves the ones he drafts. So, like, I just have to believe, I'm siding with Jerry on this, that Micah and his team really did something that caused some rift. Mike, go on.
Yeah, I mean, does he love his players? He loves his offensive players. Like, does he take care of his defensive players?
Trayvon Diggs got paid. Sean Lee got paid when he was up for a contract. DeMarcus Lawrence got paid.
Okay. I mean, listen, the guy's 82 years old. He's looks like he's turning to the new the Al Davis, I think, the owner of the Raiders was. I mean, it looks like he's definitely declining with his decisions, and also. Again, going back to the meeting they had, I mean, you're okay with an owner having a meeting with a player who knows nothing about contracts? Like, it was almost taking advantage of someone, right? You're saying you got to trust Jerry that he's not going to do him wrong, but that's just not how business is done. And I understand that's how Jerry likes it and Jerry does it, but that's just shady as hell.
It's not, though, because find me a player who's been screwed over by him. You can't.
Well, what's the benefit of him doing that?
I think he's just an old school guy, but same with, like, a handshake agreement is your word. Word is bond. Like,
so you're saying he does that with all his players?
He probably does it with most of them. I think it's a loyalty thing. I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying like he should operate with that. But if that's how he operates and he feels slighted in a way, listen, like I'm taking the side of the owner here because, like, who do you think you are to be the highest paid player ever, non-quarterback? Like, who are you? What have you done? You're not Aaron Donald. Like, you're not a guy who's won a Super Bowl. We've been in 4 playoff games. You have 1 sack. The Packers put up 48 points on us. Like, what have you done?
Yeah, so that's another question. Like, do you value Parsons as much as other Cowboys fans do? I mean,
no.
The guy's only 25, 26 years old. He's, I think, top 3 of his position.
Yeah.
I don't think that you're going to find him. It's so hard to draft. You have a guaranteed player who you know is going to be good for the next 10 years in your lap, and you're giving him up for probably back of the end first-round draft picks. Yes, you guys draft well, but again, it's literally luck. I mean, it's some skill and some luck. Like, especially with the back end of the draft, like top 10. Okay, I understand if you made the trade with the Browns, but the Packers are going to be good.
Yeah, Nas.
Listen, I don't care about no loyalty, no draft pick. I don't care about any of that. I don't think you should have let him go. Like Mike said, he's top 3 in his position. He's a Hall of Famer. I think he will be at the end. And yeah, you just pay him. You gave Dak a contract.
It's a quarterback. It's different.
And then my thing is, I understand it's different calibers, but if we're saying he's top 3, he's looking around at these guys. Myles Garrett just got paid. TJ Watt just got paid. He wants to be, if he's top 3 in his position, why can't he get compensated like these guys?
Yeah, you're right. Look at what the Browns turned into. Look at them. They paid a guy. They stink.
You don't let these kind of guys walk is the point.
Yeah.
But what's the point of paying Myles Garrett if you can't pay anyone else? You're going to be 3-14 for the next fucking 5 years. Congratulations, you got jersey sales.
I mean,
you just don't let them walk like that.
They didn't let him walk.
Well,
They didn't let him walk. They got 2 first-round draft picks and a defensive Pro Bowl player to stop the run where they were getting. I'm sorry. Did they not let up like 190 yards rushing a game last year with Micah Parsons, and they got an interior defensive lineman to maybe stop that gap? The
Yeah,
defense sucked last year with him.
he's gonna make what is Kenny Clark? That's what you got?
Yeah,
Yes.
but yes. So
He's
like,
gonna make a fucking hell of a difference.
but what did Micah Parsons make? They went 7-10 last year, and their defense sucked.
You just don't let him go. Yeah, I don't think.
They didn't let him go. That's what Tim said. They didn't let him go. Like it would have been bad if this
Well,
offseason.
Well, it's called swallow your pride and drop the ego and just sign the
yeah,
guy.
just
And
pay
you don't
him.
didn't want to do that. So yes, you did let him go because
I
you don't want to put your pride aside.
I don't think so. I think it was more. All right, you did offer him 202. If he's trying to get more than that, what do you want?
I don't think
What do you
we don't
want?
know the fact. We don't know the facts if it was more money or was it like the fine print in the deal. But we'll find that out. But if it was about more money, then I think you have a solid point.
He's
But
making $47 million a year.
yeah, no, I agree.
What is Myles Garrett making here? Anybody
I don't
know?
know. Off the top of my head, I don't know.
We gotta admit though, it was kind of funny watching him lay down on the sideline.
Yeah.
And that was pretty funny.
I'll tell you what. In 2008. Oh no, I'll get to this, but sir, go on.
No, I'm saying like I'm not really surprised. I mean, not surprised, but like I think they made a smart move by like taking that funds and distributing it elsewhere. Because like with the team, like he was part of the team, and the defense wasn't really wasn't really that good with him. So take that money and spend it elsewhere. It's kind of like the Juan Soto thing. Like when the Yankees let Juan Soto left, they took that funds and they were able to get other pieces because their defense is more than one piece away from a championship caliber. So maybe go get some more pieces and build something here.
I just remember in 2008 they cut T.O. and everyone was like, "This team's gonna suck." They come in 2009. Miles Austin takes over. They win the division. 2014 they lose to Marcus Ware. Everyone, this defense is gonna suck. They go 12-4 and win the division. And you're gonna sit there and tell me Jerry Jones hasn't put together teams good enough to win Super Bowls these past 20 years? It's not his fault. Patrick Creighton drops a pass versus the Giants. Tony Romo drops a snap. Des Bryant doesn't catch the ball.
Drops the pass. Yeah, you say it. It's all right.
These teams have been there. They've been one play away. Like one fucking play. He's put the teams there. He can't play the game.
They also got scorched at home against Green Bay.
But how's that him? And who was on his fucking defense? Micah Parsons.
I'm okay with the trade. But I'm not okay with the compensation.
Green Bay won the trade, obviously. That's
to be seen. That's to be seen.
The only way they win the trade is if they win the Super Bowl.
no,
Right?
that's not true.
Yes, it is.
don't think so.
You're in football to win the Super Bowl. Any trade, sure,
That is a little extreme, Tim.
Wait, so
That-
if
how-
Barkley didn't win a Super Bowl last year, you're saying that trade wasn't good for the
Yeah,
was a
What do you
free
mean good
agent signing.
for? Nobody cares about fucking coming in second place. You should know that all the best, Mike. You want to win Super Bowls. That's what people care about. You think I want to see the Jets just make the playoffs? No.
you'll be happy.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. I'd be happy.
I would
Sure.
say different teams have different expectations, but the Packers making this move, now the fans are expecting them to get
The Super Bowl.
Yeah, like if this defense, listen, this all goes away if the Packers get scorched week 1 versus Detroit and the Cowboys beat the Eagles. Nobody remembers this.
I do think they're going to beat the Eagles, but
Me too. We'll get to our picks later, though. That's
No, here we go. You guys are already fucking.
all right. That's
0-1.
our
I
Mike
love this.
Parsons. We will see. As a Cowboy fan, man, I do think Jerry Jones I give him a lot more credit than a lot of Cowboy fans do. Maybe it's just being a Yankee fan as well and understanding how Steinbrenner worked, and I think they're very similar. And he's been involved in this team for 30 years, and they've been competitive for 22 since Parcells got there. So I can't knock him on this. Let's do a quick roundtable, though. What do we expect our teams this year and how we feel going into this? Because there's not much to dissect right now. I'll start with you, Tim, with Justin Fields. How you feeling about the Jets?
Oh, baby, you got rid of old ass Aaron Rodgers. Got Justin Fields to move the ball a little
And
bit.
you got Aaron Rodgers week 1.
And yeah, week 1 we're gonna be 0-1. That's fine. I believe we're gonna be a 6-win football team. I'm a realist.
I got criticized for saying you might win 7, but we'll leave that at that. Go on.
I know that our defense is probably going to be better with Aaron Glenn as coach, and they weren't bad last year. Our offense was the problem, but is Justin Fields really that big of an upgrade over Aaron Rodgers? I don't know. Maybe his running will open up some other options for the other running backs to improve, but he can't throw the ball. He's hasn't been able to throw the ball. So Garrett Wilson, is he going to be good? I don't know. Maybe tight end might benefit the rookie tight end, but I don't know. I just don't see our offense putting up enough points to. It'll be the beginning of last year where all we need to do is score 21 points in a game. We're going to win. I don't think we could do that. So we're just right back to where we were last year. And that's just
rough being a Jet and Oriole fan this year.
It's just a real, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, we went over the loyalty stats or whatever the fuck you.
The misery thing.
Yeah, misery stats. Yeah.
That misery. Tim was like 91 misery being an Oriole.
91% misery. Welcome to my life.
We'll stick with the AFC East here. We'll go with Nas, the bottom dwellers of the AFC East last year, even though that was his bold prediction. They won't finish last, and they did. Even though he finished last year's picks, though. Give him credit.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I did win, right? I beat Mike. Yeah. All right. But I'm going to be honest. I think we're going to go 9-8 this year.
Okay.
I give us 9 wins. I think we're going to compete out there. I think we got better through the draft, through free agency. We got Vrabel, we got McDaniels back. I think we've seen glimpses of Drake May last year, what he can do. So yeah, I think we'll compete. I don't think the Bills will just run over everybody. Well, us, I should say. I don't think they'll run over us this year, and I like our chances.
All right, Mike. We'll stick to the AFCs. Go on. What do you got?
No, you're not worried about McDaniels' offense and May picking that up?
No, I'm pretty good with that. Only thing I don't like about McDaniels is the screens. Other than that, I think we'll be pretty good. We'll be okay.
Do you think having Stephon Diggs there now makes a big difference? Having that true, I mean, maybe he's not his full self anymore, but having that true number one receiver?
Yeah.
Or do you think he's washed?
No, I don't think he's washed, but I think it helps a lot. It helps tremendously. If you look at McDaniels when he was the Patriots offensive coordinator, we really didn't have a true number one. I mean, we had Julian Edelman, we had like Danny Amendola, Chris Hogan, and if you want to go back, we had Wes Welker, you could say. But other than that, we had system guys that.
You're right. You just had Tom Brady, you know.
Yeah,
those guys you didn't mention are not number one on anything.
Randy Moss. For a little
bit. I think
okay.
I'm not comparing. No, I'm not comparing Drake May to Tom, but I'm in a way. Josh McDaniels is a system guy, and I think what we have fits his system.
Yes, Mike. We'll stick to the AFC East. 1 year, it's got to happen, right? Like it's got to happen.
You open the show with saying it's blaming on the refs. I mean, they literally changed another rule for saying that they fucked up again, which was now they're gonna measure the first downs, electronically and not by refs anymore. So, I mean, everybody knows that was the first down. Anyways, first game we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose to the Ravens, but after that we win every one, 14-1 or 15-1, whatever that is.
16-1.
16-1.
16-1. I keep on forgetting they keep on adding games. Yeah. So anyways,
just
we're gonna go undefeated after we lose week 1. That's my prediction.
Okay.
I don't think that.
Bet you a 24-pack.
What?
I'll bet you a 24-pack. You don't go 16-1.
I'm not betting a 24-pack, but
Nas, you still owe us a fucking bottle from last year.
But I think Josh Allen has another great year, and it's going to come down to McDermott, coaching, knowing how to coach a defense in the playoffs. He knows how to coach in the regular season, but and I think that James Cook getting paid definitely was a breath of fresh air. I do think he deserved what he got, and he's going to have another monster year. People are like, oh, he's going to decline because he got paid. It's like that happens with some players, but it doesn't happen with most players, I don't think.
Nah, most players are right. That's why I respect CeeDee Lamb like a motherfucker. He didn't have to play with that hurt shoulder last year after he got paid, and he was out there every fucking game, giving his all. That's the guy I want on my team, man. Sir, listen, I had a kid in March. I haven't followed too much. It's been hard to keep up. I followed the Yanks a lot. I don't even know what's going on with the Niners. Like, are you guys picked to be good? Like, is your window closed? Like, what do you think here?
Should I take McCaffrey?
I don't listen. I think it's still, but because this year they lost a lot of pieces, but especially on the defensive end. But if you watch the Niners last year, their defense wasn't that great. You know what I'm saying? And so they got Salah back at the controls of the defense. They picked up players that fits his style of defense. So they were awful against the run last year. and they drafted 2 linemen who are good against the run. So I guess and they have the easiest schedule in football right now. So I don't know. I think still we should be all right. Like the only thing that worries me is the wide receiver room because like Ayuk's going to be out for minimum they say week 5, 6. Jennings is might not be ready for week 1. I like Purcell, but say we got to get some other weapons out there. I mean, we still got if McCaffrey come back healthy, and we still got Kittle, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I've given up hope on them. I think they'll be all right.
My Cowboys, I actually keep forgetting they got George Pickens. I'm watching training camp. I'm like, oh shit!
That.
They actually they should be good again on offense if their line holds. They have a young line. Now the defense, obviously without Parsons, we're gonna see. But listen, I say this every year, man. Dak stays healthy. They're usually good for 10 wins. It's gonna hinder on him. Although I do think Joe Milton. Don't be surprised. I love that move. I really do. And I think they're gearing him to be the starter. If Dak has a down year, don't be shocked if he gets traded and they ride with Joe Milton. I think they do like him.
Really? You're going to blow the Joe Milton train right now? Come on.
I do like him. I do like him.
You can throw a nice 80-yard bomb, but the guy is not accurate at all.
Yeah, but his style is different. He doesn't have to be if the offense is based on something else. I'm saying they could adjust the system. And I do like him. But we'll see. Look at Mike defending Dak Prescott.
How many wins?
Yeah,
I think they'll be 10. I think they'll be
right?
10-7. I think Dak usually is good for 10.
10
Make the playoffs. I think they'll come in second. I'm gonna just say they will win the division only because there hasn't been that repeat division winner in 22 years in the NFC. So it's something's gonna happen again. Either Washington or the Giants. I just don't see the Eagles win the division just because of that, but they probably will and break this streak. The Eagles are just very fucking good. And I know I can't even deny that. So we'll see. It's going to be another fun year, and there's always going to be 1 or 2 teams you just don't know, which gets to our next thing. Let's go your wild prediction here for this year. Mine, I will start. The Washington Commanders will not make the playoffs this year. They're everyone's darling. They overachieved 13 and whatever they were. And everyone's going to be like, no, this is the year they take the step forward. When I've seen it all my life, they'll take the step back. 8-9, third place. They'll miss out on the playoffs. Tim?
I'm going to say that the Las Vegas Raiders make the playoffs.
Okay. You think they win week 1 versus New England?
I think they have a chance to.
Okay.
I don't know. Listen, man, young Gino on the
and Pete Carroll. I mean, I like it. I like it, Tim.
They got a good setup.
Yeah, I like it, Tim. Mike, what's yours?
I would say well, I have 2 predictions. It's 2 and 1. So I have Trevor Lawrence as comeback player of the year.
Oh my god!
And I have the Jacksonville Jaguars making the playoffs.
That was my one.
I think
He already said his as the 16-1 Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, that's
the
the other one.
Oh, sorry.
I hate Trevor Lawrence because of fantasy football. Cause he sucked when I drafted him 2 years ago. Nas, was that yours?
Yeah, that was mine. The Jaguars.
You guys, great minds think alike, or stupidly. We'll find out.
You know that guy they just drafted?
Yeah.
Second pick? Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. What you got?
All right. So last year, not kind of my team, I picked this team to make the bowl. This year, they missed the playoffs. The Detroit Lions. I think they go miss the playoffs. You lose both your coordinators. That's what I'm saying. As a Niner fan, I've seen my boys lose coordinator after coordinator after coordinator. Yeah. It's not the best. It's not the best. So, we'll see. I don't. And the division has gotten improved. Well, Green Bay just made a move. Like Minnesota, who knows what McCarthy going to do? Ben Johnson going to Chicago, so the Bears might be improved. It's going to be a little tougher. It's going to be tough to get out of that division. So.
All right. We will now go to who has more pressure on him to win a Super Bowl this year, Lamar or Josh Allen? Tim?
I'm going to say Lamar again just because I think his team is better than the Bills.
Okay. Fair.
Strictly, that's the only reason.
Mike?
I mean, it will always that answer will always be Josh Allen, no matter how many years we ask that question in a row. Lamar hasn't proved anything in the playoffs, and Josh Allen has. So when you prove more in the playoffs, you're expected to win more. So when he's inches away, literally an inch away from a first down, which he got it, people are expecting you to be there. And yeah, I mean, I disagree with Tim. We're definitely the better team. So the better team gets the nod there.
Okay, so then you have no excuse to say that Lamar doesn't carry his team then if you think the Bills are better, right?
I mean, Lamar, I guess, has to carry his team. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Yeah.
Nas.
Uh, I think they both have the equal amount of pressure because one, they both get stopped by like Patrick Mahomes, and two, this is Lamar's. They're saying this is Lamar's best team he had since he's been in the NFL. And Josh Allen, I feel like he has to save McDermott's career. If he doesn't win here, then I don't think they'll ship Josh Allen, but McDermott's out of there.
Oh yeah, if he's not gone, if we don't win Super Bowl this year and he's not gone, I'm gonna be very pissed.
I think so. Their pressure is like equal.
All right, sir.
So I was torn on this one. Originally, I was thinking, earlier in the day, I was thinking, maybe Lamar. But now, as I thought about it more, I think it's Josh Allen. Because, like, even in his playoff success, he's had success. He just keeps running to this guy named Patrick Mahomes. If it wasn't for him, Allen might have a ring already. But he just keeps running to that dude. So,
I would agree.
as long as he doesn't run into Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? He has no excuse to not to get it done.
I wonder what draft pick Mahomes got taken. I wonder whose draft pick that was. We gave him Mahomes.
I know what.
Did you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they traded back.
Yeah, they traded up and we gave him
Darn
Mahomes.
it.
Jeez.
I believe Xavier Worthy was the same thing, right? Didn't y'all trade?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about no Xavier Worthy, bro. Come on.
I'm just saying, hey, don't sleep on him though. I'm just saying though, like
not until the playoffs.
Yeah, those touchdowns on a reverse. I would say Josh Allen too, because I think just the general consensus is Lamar's kind of like not as good a quarterback as they would say. So people are just waiting to crown Josh Allen, and I'm going with him. But
Is he going to do it this year?
We'll see when we get their Super Bowl picks. Let's see. We will move into right now. Let's give our Super Bowl picks. We will go with Nas. Start us off.
I'm going what I went last year. Ravens, Eagles.
Okay, you'd make a great politician. Ravens, Eagles, they have equal pressure on them, you know?
Yeah, Ravens, Eagles. Yeah, Ravens, Eagles.
Okay, Mike. Here we go.
I think I chose Bills Lions last year, right?
Yeah.
I'm going back to the well. I think that I do think they have a lot more competition in the division, especially with the Parsons trade and the Vikings. I think JJ McCarthy will be better, but will they be what were they 13-3 last year? Or 14-3? They had a crazy record. There's no way they're going to replicate that. So, and I think the Lions losing Ben Johnson can definitely mess up things. But I just think the Lions' offense is just ridiculous. And Dan Campbell's my second favorite coach in the league, so I got to give it to him. Okay,
Tim.
Dan Campbell is going to learn his playoff mistakes. He's going to dial it back in the playoffs because his offensive coordinator is like as fun as Ben Johnson is doing gadget plays and whatever. They got Jahmyr Gibbs. They have Jamison Williams to stretch the field. They have Amon-Ra underneath. It's going to be very, very difficult to stop that offense as long as there's no injuries. But I have the Detroit Lions against the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, sir.
So originally I was thinking, like, do we really see another repeat? Because it's tough to bet against that Mahomes character. But I'm gonna go with Buffalo versus the Washington Commanders.
Oh wow!
Ooh, I like that.
If my boys don't make it, obviously.
Okay, so how are you not going to get criticized on the Commanders, and I'm going to get criticized on my AFC pick? I'm going with the Eagles versus Steelers. I think that they go 10-7 every year, and now they got a QB.
Oh my god, bro!
Steelers.
The Steelers.
This is not an out of the box segment, Scott.
How's that crazy if they make the playoffs every year without a quarterback? I mean, how's that crazy? I want you to explain how that's crazy. They go 10-7 without a quarterback every year.
I'm sorry. I want to change my pick.
Hold on.
Oh, that's
it's here we go already.
I'm going Rams Ravens.
Okay, I like that. I like the Rams.
Rams Ravens.
Okay, fair. Anyway, can anyone explain that to me? How that's a crazy pick if they go 10 wins every year without a quarterback?
Why are you saying Aaron Rodgers is a quarterback?
Okay, we'll see. I think he'll have a good year. I think he'll be a Brett Favre in Minnesota.
I will say the second half of last year, when he was, I'll arguably say healthier, the Jets offense did look better in the last 6 games of the season.
Yeah, because he was trying
Tim, that's not a crazy pick, right? It's not like crazy.
Steelers have no O-line and no running back.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Got a great coach.
I mean, the Jets had no running back last year, according to stats, and
They won
They
7
still-
games.
They still
Right.
Anyway, we'll see.
Steelers
I just
defense
don't
is
think
pretty
it's-
good
I
too.
just-
Name the Steelers running back.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't. No, 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 no.
Jalen Warren.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. DK
Third
Metcalf.
down guy.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's crazy. I think it's out of the box, but like, I don't think it's crazy.
Super
Yeah, I
Bowl.
think it's out of the box. Yeah, I think it's out of the box. And
No, you're telling
I'm
me.
surprised you didn't say Cincinnati.
So you're gonna say they can't make the playoffs, so the Steelers can make the playoffs, right? We could agree.
no, the Steelers can make the playoffs.
Okay, so if they get a 6 seed and you don't think Aaron Rodgers should go toe to toe with Josh Allen? I'm just saying, like, you don't think you can go toe to toe with him?
Dude, I don't know. To answer your question, I'm actually going to answer it back. I don't think the Steelers make the playoffs. No.
Okay, all right. Sure. I'm just saying, you get to the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers, you got the Hall of Famer, and you got the quarterback to match up at least. You got a shot. Is what I'm saying. To where last year Russell Wilson or Kenny Pickett, it's like you have no fucking shot. No shot. Whatever.
The Steelers are very polarizing this year because they make the playoffs every year, and now they have Aaron Rodgers.
Imagine they don't make the playoffs this year.
That would suck.
Because
but
of Aaron
imagine
Rodgers?
you fucking get there, and then I could all take a dump on all your fucking faces.
If they make the Super Bowl, you could literally take a dump on Mike's head. You could definitely do that.
All right. All right.
Hold on. If the Bills and Steelers, the Bills lose the Super Bowl and the Steelers miss the playoffs, I hope Mike Tomlin gets fired and he comes to Buffalo and McDermott leaves.
Okay. Just that's good. All right. Let's get to our picks for week 1 here. We are a week away, so the lines probably will change, and we're going to go with our lines. Naj, you were the winner last year. I think I came in last. I don't even remember came last. I'll start this off. We're doing 4 games this year. I'm going to a Thursday night game, man, and this line's 7.5. When you're the Dallas Cowboys or you're any team, you want to be the road team, playing the team raising the banner week 1. Raising the banner, getting the rings, the dysfunctions there, all the 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they played Tampa Bay after the Super Bowl. They lost 31-30 or 33-31. They played their ass off. They beat the Giants the year on a Thursday night after they won the Super Bowl. I think the Dallas Cowboys cover this 7.5. Dak Prescott dominates the NFC East when he plays them. He plays extremely well versus the Eagles. And this is going to be a high-scoring game, I believe. And I think they cover the 7.5. And they're like a plus 270. This is worth the money line. It's a division game, and they tend to play really good versus Philly. I'm going Dallas plus 7.5. That's my one. I'm going with the Giants plus 6 at Washington as well. I'm sticking in the NFCs. I don't think Washington's going to be that good. Week 1's tricky. I think Russell Wilson will give them some life, and Dable will not come out flat in week 1. I do think Washington will win, but give me 23-20. I think the Giants cover the 6. There's a lot of dysfunction in Miami. I don't care. They still have Tua, and they're playing Daniel Jones. I want that W there, like Tim said, and then I think they're going to win this game. Plus 1.5 Miami, and then give me Green Bay at home, minus 2.5. Win by a field goal. Make a statement versus Detroit to open the season. As Sir said, they lost both their coordinators. I think that is going to have an effect on them. So those are mine. Tim?
All right, I'm going to start with the Bengals-Browns over 47.5. The Bengals defense still stinks. Joe Flacco can still throw the ball. The Bengals are still going to score points no matter who they're playing against. So I'm taking the over. I'm going with the Steelers minus 3 against the Jets. To Scott's point, obviously
5
they're
touchdown performance, man.
obviously they're on the road to the Super Bowl, the Pittsburgh Steelers, so they're going to start off easy against the Jets. I'm going to take Arizona minus 6.5 against the Saints. I don't know who the Saints quarterback is. Neither do you guys.
Spencer Rattler.
No, thank you.
Kellen Moore. He's playing quarterback.
God bless you. He might be.
Coach.
Either way, Kyler Murray is still a very good quarterback. I'm leaning on the quarterback side on this one. And my final pick, I'm going with who everyone thinks is going to be a perennial playoff team. Who knows, but they're going to win week 1. The Denver Broncos minus 7.5 against Tennessee. Cam Ward's first game, I'm always going to bet against a rookie quarterback in their first NFL start. I don't care if they look good in the preseason or not. It's just a different atmosphere week 1. No matter what you say, there's going to be nerves. Something is going to happen. Denver's defense is really, really good. And rookie quarterback. So
yeah, that's a
I'm
tough place
Denver.
to open. Doesn't that have the feeling, though, that like that's a survivor pool upset where
Oh,
50
could be.
people will get knocked out when Tennessee will like pull that off?
That's the Browns Bengals game.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because Bengals always start like shit anyway. Sir, we got Mr. Over Under.
All right, so Sick, our picks are pretty similar. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But my first one, again, Cincinnati Browns. Cincinnati can score, but they can't stop a nosebleed. So give me over 47.5. Number 2, give me Denver -7.5 against Tennessee. Cam Ward, his first start, he didn't really show nothing in the preseason. He didn't look too fresh, out there. But Denver, they made some improvements on the defense, and their offense is pretty. They had a top 10 defense, I believe, last year, and they made some improvements to it. So don't give them some problems. So give me 7.5. Number 3, I'm betting against the worst team in the league, I think, this year, the New Orleans Saints. Give me Arizona -6.5. Again, as you said, the Saints, hot garbage. And then number 4, this is what we just let me get the over 45.5 Giants Commanders. I don't know, no particular reason. Just seems like a game that both teams can score. I said so. Give me the over.
All right, Mike, we'll go with you. We'll go to Nas last because he won last year. What you got, Mike?
I checked and right before the show, and it's -5.5 Cardinals now. So that's what I took.
All right, we'll give you that. We'll
Even-
still 5.5. We're good.
Even do we get to stay at 6.5?
Yes, you'll get 5.
Damn it! Should have checked that again.
And my next pick is the Broncos. Also, I do think the Broncos whoop their butt. Like Sir was saying, Cam Ward hasn't played that much in the preseason. When he's played, he doesn't look well. Like they didn't get many snaps, which is mind-boggling to me.
You could say ass on this show. You don't have to say butt, Mike.
And then my next pick is the Bears-Vikings over. That's Monday night at 43.5. I think J.J. McCarthy and versus Caleb Williams is just like, I don't know, spotlight's going to be on the game. I could feel like 50 points are going to be scored in that game. I do think that the Bears' offense will be better under Ben Johnson. And then my last pick, I'm probably going to go Ravens +1 on the Bills. Like I told you, I think the Ravens win that game. They're going to be mad that we beat their ass in the playoffs again, and they want to come out with their head on fire. So I don't think Shakir is going to play. It looks like we're going to be missing our second cornerback. So it's a good game. I think it ends up being a good game, but I think the Ravens win.
You need a receiver?
Shakir, yeah.
You guys need a receiver?
No, Shakir will be back week 2 or week 3. We don't need a receiver now.
I actually like Buffalo in that game. I was going to pick them, but I didn't. Nas, why don't you just get it over with and take your Baltimore and New England game, which you're probably going to your first 2. Go on.
All right. So you said it's got my first game. Give me the Ravens, but I don't want the +1. I want -2.5.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Look at you. You won
It's
one.
easy.
You'll get bonus points for that. You know that.
You
But
heard
that's all
him.
right. He's gonna change that pick in a minute anyway.
Yeah.
My second game is I like the Cowboys, 7.5 against the Eagles. I think adding George Pickens with CeeDee Lamb is going to be pretty good. As long as Dak can throw the ball, I feel like they'll be able to move and score. They just don't have a running game, but okay.
They haven't in like 4 years.
Now they have no pass rush.
My third pick is give me the Patriots -2.5 against the Raiders. I fucking hate Ashton Genty, so I think we're gonna come out on all cylinders.
Why do you hate Ashton Jen?
Hey, what do you do to you, bro?
No, it's just like
The whole Travis Hunter Colorado Heisman thing.
that, and it's like, bro, you played in the Mountain West, like.
The blue field? You like the blue field?
All right,
Turf
come on.
turf.
And then, so give me the Patriots -2.5, and then my last pick is give me the Jaguars -3.
Okay. All right, those are our picks. Enjoy, guys. Fantasy sleeper for this year, if you guys have any. Like somebody, I don't have one. You guys are more in tune with this stuff. Fantasy, a guy who may be under the radar, people might not know about. Mike, who you got?
I think Chris Godwin's going to be out for a while. So I do think this guy wins the Rookie of the Year over Genty. His name is Egbuka on the Bucks.
Let's relax, buddy.
I think that he has a better year than Genty. Genty's obviously the favorite to win Rookie of the Year, but I think Egbuka wins it. I think.
Okay.
He's
Tim.
steal. He's like, I think he's going like 6th or 7th round, maybe 5th, something like that. I don't know.
Tim.
I have 2. I mean, my biggest homer that for the past 2 years, 3 years has been Jameson Williams, and I think that he's primed and ready to make a huge jump with the Detroit Lions. And my second one, you can get him at 141 overall, is Evan Ingram, the tight end in Denver.
I
And
got it.
any tight end with Sean Payton has been doing considerably well. And you can get him late, skip the first three. They're going to be good, but getting Ingram that late, use those picks elsewhere, and good luck in your leagues.
Sir.
So I just got one. It's got Tyler Warren, tight end from the Colts.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
He could be this year's Brock Bowers.
Okay. Nas.
I'm going with the offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year. The guy who won the Heisman last year, Travis Hunter.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna turn. He just got married. He's probably gonna get fleeced in a divorce anytime soon.
I believe he just had a kid.
Yeah, he's probably didn't. I hope they work out. I'm gonna say to you guys, skip your quarterback, save it till the end of the rounds, and take Aaron Rodgers. I'm serious. It's Brett Favre 2000. Brett Favre 2009. I really think it's gonna happen.
How old was he?
He was probably the same age, actually.
Hey, and if you guys, anybody who watches the show, if you guys want money, Colorado's playing tomorrow against Georgia Tech. They're plus 162. I know it's Friday tomorrow. People get paid. Put your paycheck on it, please.
Okay, so don't pay your rent and lose your money, according to Nas. Great. We're good here. Week 1 in the books. Signing off. Enjoy the NFL, guys. This is
back, kids. He's back.
Bye, guys.
Go Bulls. Go